watching to see where the market closes in relation to 618 is very crucial. As far as Fibonacci price objectives are concerned, using extensions, and that's what we call this, we take from point A to point B, we measure off the correction. I always say if a market is in sync with Fibonacci, it stays in sync with Fibonacci. In other words, from point A to point B, if it's in sync with Fibonacci and respects and holds a 50% correction, if the market is to advance, it's probably going to respect the Fibonacci extension ratio numbers, those extension numbers. So we want to extend from A to B, and we want to extend upwards and outwards. Most charting software, including Genesis, has the Fibonacci extension and correction tool as part of the package. So it's not something that you have to pay for an extra plugin. So therefore, if you take our target low, which is A, to our target high, which is B, and again, resistance, pivot point, I mean, we're talking doji, not hard to see that high, not hard to see the low, right? So we take from A to B, we would extend our tool upward, and guess what? An extension of AB gives us C. Is a 618 extension, and then a 200% extension of the AB move. So that'll help give you a profit target if the market expands through a pivot point resistance. So why is that important? Real simple. If I know that we're starting to see resistance and we're at a Fibonacci number, I don't need my software system to illustrate that we have a sell signal. After all, if we have a buy signal right here, which is around 118.80, and it finally triggers an exit of the trade at around 119.16, I have a nice trade. I mean, end of story. But the Fibonacci may help you to uncover the hidden resistance, and therefore you may have a game plan, because after all, it's a 15-minute bar. You've got a lot of time in here to determine what your potential profit objective is. Notice that the 618 extension held market. Even though it briefly went above it, it came right back and it stayed beneath it for an awful long time. So if you had a nice clean trade, in, out, walk away, that's the proper way of trading in the markets. How to use Fibonacci extensions to the downside? Simple. Point A being resistance, that's our first known major low. And we want to see what the move is and what our profit objective, if this market gives us a sell signal, and it does right here, as we have a low close doji, as we see the market close below both moving average values and both moving averages cross over. What's our downside objective? By the way, this is the euro currency, another benchmark, midpoint axis resistance, and we're going to measure out where the market objective could go. 618 tool. Look at the fascination of the coincidental factor that the market stops and stalls near that 1618 extension support zone. Also, notice that the Fibonacci expansion targets the low of this whole move into the next time period. So this blue dotted line lets us know that we've gone from one trading session to another 24-hour trading session in the Forex markets. So using Fibonacci, again, it doesn't help us to determine when the market's going to get there. It only says here is a measurement. With pivot point analysis, it tells us what the potential low or the potential high is in a given time frame. Now, one of the tools that we can borrow from futures, which we went over in your course manual, but I thought I'd show you distinctly and go through that so you hear it from my voice directly, is the Commitment of Traders report. And for foreign currency trading, friends, I got news for you. It's very important that you follow some of this information, especially if you're looking at a very large degree trend, or such as if the market went into trend mode for a very long particular time, you can uncover whose hands the market is in control of. And it's kind of like legal insider information. The Commitment of Traders reports can be found for free on my first website, which is www.nationalfutures.com. Just under the header where it says Trading Tools, click on CFTC COT report, and then what you need to do is you have to identify what market each product is, which exchange it's traded on. Such as foreign currencies are trading on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, so you want to go through the list, find the exchange, click on Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and then scroll down till you find whatever market you're looking for. And this is what the form looks like. This is in the case of the British pound.